Previously, the group arrived at Fort Bayfalls. Kess quickly found their cousin Delphi in the marketplace and introduced her to the others. The two of them caught up on the family gossip while shopping. Eversong found a woman selling protective charms and bought a worry stone from her. As she was leaving, she noticed that the woman was an elf, even though she was hiding it. August caught Eversong while she was alone, and he called her out on complaining about him keeping secrets when she kept just as many. He offered to answer a question of hers if she'd tell him the truth. Eversong then told him the story of two women who desperately wanted a child. They finally got their wish and had one, only to find out that she was cursed with the so-called blessing of being a seer. She was taken from them and raised separately, knowing her entire life that she would die young. Eversong then held up her hand, showing him a black line going up her arm, and told him that she only had 50 years left. Because she answered his question, August told Eversong to ask one of her own. She asked who hurt him. He dropped his accent when he replied and told her that maybe it was fate or maybe it was the gods, but since he really didn't believe in either of those, then he supposed it was simply a man. He was trying to sell something expensive and find the cure to something incurable. Once the two of them finished their conversation and parted ways, Kess pulled Eversong aside long enough to tell her that they picked up on the fact that she was lying, so she should probably work on being a better liar in the future. Or not lie. One of those. The group decided it wasn't worth the trouble to complain about Eric, considering the person they would need to complain to was the same individual who promoted him in the first place, so they set out after resupplying. They stopped for the night a few hours away and set up camp. As it was getting dark, they saw a lantern headed their way, and it turned out to be the elven woman who Eversong had bought the worry stone from. She warned the group that people had been going missing, especially unique individuals like most of them. Based on her description of the people doing the kidnapping, Tyr suddenly remembered the cart he'd seen pass by their camp early on in their travels, the one with covered boxes and empty cages in the back, as well as the fact that Adria had caught her brother's scent the following morning. They kept traveling with that worrisome thought in mind, making their way towards the Silent Forest. And that is where we left off.